video, I explain what dry skin is and what dehydrated skin is and the right skincare ingredients you need to fix them. Before I get into the main part of the video, 30 seconds or so about something which is common between dry and dehydrated skin. That's the skin barrier. The top layer of the skin acts as a shield. It acts as a barrier. The primary function of the skin barrier is to keep the moisture, the hydration, which is the deeper layers of the skin, in the skin and not let it evaporate into the atmosphere. And the second function is to actually protect the skin from attacks from environmental irritants. Now, if the skin's barriers, fats and oils becomes low in quantity or quality, then the skin barrier weakens, and when the skin barrier weakens, the hydration, the moisture from the skin easily evaporates into the atmosphere, and also skin is prone to attacks from environmental irritants which can lead to a lot of irritation and breakouts on our skin. So it's all about the skin barrier. What I mean by that, that's going to make more sense, the statement it's all about the skin barrier, as I explain a bit more about dry and dehydrated skin. Dry skin is a skin type. It stays with us forever. It's something that you're born with. There are 4 skin types: dry skin, oily skin, normal skin and combination skin. Every skin type has its own set of advantages and own set of disadvantages. Now, what dry skin type lacks is oil. If the skin is low in oils, like it is in the dry skin type, lesser oils means weaker skin barrier. A weaker skin barrier means it can't provide adequate protection to the skin. That means a lot of hydration from the deeper layers of the skin evaporates back into the atmosphere, and skin also is prone to attacks from environmental irritants, meaning it gets a lot of irritation on our skin. So that's the dry skin. Dry skin basically lacks oils. It's low in oils. Now, dehydrated skin, on the other hand, is a skin condition. It's not a skin type like dry skin, it's a skin condition, meaning anyone, whether you've got oily skin, dry skin, normal skin, combination skin, can end up with dehydrated skin because it's a skin condition. And because it's a skin condition, it's something that can be fixed. You're not stuck with dehydrated skin if you do the right things forever. You can address it and get rid of it. So anyone can end up with dehydrated skin. Dehydrated skin is kind of your own doing. What I mean by that is, in dehydrated skin, you make the skin barrier because of certain things that you might be doing or using on your skin. You make the skin barrier weak, and once the skin barrier becomes weak, a lot of water, a lot of hydration evaporates into the atmosphere, and so skin lacks water. So in dehydrated skin, skin lacks water. In dry skin, skin lacks oil. Now, the way you could be making your skin barrier weak is maybe because you're over exfoliating, or maybe because you're using wrong cleansers, or maybe you're air conditioning or heater on constantly in the room that you are in, or maybe you're using a lot of harsh skincare. So it could be any number of reasons. So basically, you cause dehydrated skin, whereas dry skin is something that you're born with. One quick note, just because I'm talking about dry skin, it doesn't mean that it's actually the worst skin type. In fact, I have dry skin too. Every skin type comes with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. Oily skin has its own set of concerns too, but this video is not about oily skin. So that's why I'm talking so much about dry skin and what it lacks. To make this even more easily understandable, I thought I'll give you an example of a pipe. So imagine a pipe through which water flows, and at one end of the pipe is where the water is coming from, the water source, and then at the other end you've got a tap. So basically, in dehydrated skin lacks water. This water source is empty. So basically there's no water running through the pipes, and so when you open the tap, there's no water coming out. Whereas in dry skin, you might have water in the source, but there'll be a lot of holes in the pipe. And because of the holes in the pipe, as the water is traveling through the pipe, it escapes. And so when you open the tap, there's no water or less water coming out. Think of the skin again. The reason why your water is evaporating, just like the water is coming out of the holes, is because of the skin being low in oils. I hope that example made sense. Now, another thing that can happen with dry skin is because it's got a weak barrier and because of that it's losing a lot of hydration, the chances of dry skin becoming dehydrated skin is very high when compared to all the other skin types. For dehydrated skin, you need ingredients which are water magnets, which are your humectants. They are called the water magnets in skincare industry is called humectants. Now these are the very good ones are the glycerin, panthenol, hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate. The way to fix dehydrated skin, if you end up with dehydrated skin, it's actually you can fix it in a week or so. All that you would have to do is put a load of humectants, that's a water magnet, apply that on your skin and then apply a thick cream. The purpose of the cream is to actually seal all that hydration this water magnets is bringing to the skin in the skin. So if you don't have a thick cream on top of these water magnets, the water that the water magnets would bring to the skin will evaporate back into the atmosphere. So the cream kind of seals it in. So the best cream is actually Vaseline, petrolatum, mineral oil. Nappy cream works very well as one of those thick creams as well. It's very good in that sealing ingredient. If you have oily skin and end up with dehydrated skin, you might not be able to use Vaseline and mineral oil because that might be a bit uncomfortable on your skin. So if you've got dry skin, it's a regular, it's a consistent effort. It's not something which is going to be fixed like dehydrated skin. Dry skin, we need to supply the skin with a lot of ingredients which kind of strengthens the skin's barrier function. A lot of lipids, a lot of fats and lots of oils. So the kind of skincare ingredients dry skin would need is skin barrier strengthening ingredients. Now these are your ceramides, oats, niacinamide, vitamin C. Also involves a lot of facial oils like rosehip oil, jojoba oil, marula oil, almond oil. So these are all really good for dry skin. Dry skin, though it needs ingredients which are rich in those skin barrier strengthening, you also need ingredients which are going to add hydration to the skin because dry skin by its nature is also going to lose water because of not having such a strong skin barrier. So also be sure that you add a lot of hydration regularly if you've got dry skin. See, it's actually quite hard sometimes to tell the difference between dry and dehydrated skin. But I'm going to give you a few pointers. Now, if your skin feels very tight and dry all over, then you probably have dry skin. But if your skin feels a bit tight in just some spots, for me when I have dehydrated skin, it usually first it's the spot on the cheeks. Then you probably have dehydrated skin. If your skin feels red, flaky, itchy, then you've got dry skin. Having said that, even dehydrated skin can feel flaky and red and very irritated. So basically for me the dry skin is all over, dehydrated skin is usually in a few spots. And in dry skin, if you apply makeup, it settles in creases. And for dehydrated skin, if you pull your skin, pinch your skin and pull it up and then let it go, it takes forever to come down. So that means your skin is actually quite badly dehydrated. And another thing is, to fix dehydrated skin, drinking lots of water is not going to address the problem. You really need good skincare ingredients to fix that dehydrated skin. Dehydrated skin will look tired and a bit dull as well. Final thought, don't wait for your skin to become dehydrated. Whatever your skin type, just regularly keep giving it the moisture rich ingredients which can bring moisture, hydration to the skin and prevent it from becoming dehydrated. One final thing, if you've got oily skin, you can end up with dehydrated skin. If you've got oily skin and you notice that you're actually producing more oil than normal, that means you actually probably are getting dehydrated skin because skin starts producing more oil to compensate for the lack of water because it's become dehydrated. So more oil than usual if you've got oily skin means you're probably ending up with a dehydrated skin. That's about it. I really hope you found the video useful. If you did, please give me a like and do subscribe to my channel. That will really help me a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.